Good morning, friends. I have these fabulous, like so exciting. I love these journals. So I'm a big fan of Ruby and Pearl, and I watch her design team projects and Rose Hill Paper Cottage. Um, she had made journals using this fabric, but hers were they were similar, but they weren't the same exact panels. But it's a fabric bundle by Riley Blake, and I googled it and found it online at one of the online shops. I have not seen it in any of my local fabric stores, so I did buy it online. But I had such a ball making these. So they are fabric. They're soft covered. Um, there are three of them. They have three signatures each. I don't know if you could see that, but I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. And let's measure them. So they are about 11 inches tall and about 5 inches wide. And I would say about an inch and a half deep, inch and a quarter deep. I did use interfacing to make the fabric a little stiffer, just to give it some structure to it. So I'm going to show you each one, but we'll go into this one first. So I made these little slides just to dangle from the front, and I used twine, just like the girl from Rose Hill Paper Cottage did. And I also did some stitching and put some embellishments on it for fun. The fabric is so beautiful. You're going to love it. So when I cut the squares, I actually ripped the squares, if you could see. They're kind of tattered edges. And when I ripped them, they were not even with the inner panel. So I used a two-sided fabric, this green, to border it, so you didn't see the two raw edges that didn't match. So here's the inside. This is also from the same kit from Riley Blake. It's called I think Artist Journal, the fabric set. So it's one of those tall journals, so it's the first time I've ever made one of those. And I love the papers. They're so pretty. So this is just a cluster of things that you could use throughout the journal. There's a sticker, little tag in the back, and some tickets. So I put those there. This is a tall pocket with a little napkin decoupage on there. This is a little side pocket and also a top tuck, and that's on music sheet. And there's another little pocket with some tags in it. Some grid paper. And this is just a side tuck. And I made these tall, skinny cards to pop in there. And I love the way those came out. Just simple. And then I made a little pocket here with some Tim Holtz dies, some embossed paper. And then I just made a little cluster on that. It's for journaling space. This is a little pocket, a little belly band. And in the envelope, so I just made an envelope out of some ledger that I had. And this is just a journal spot. So inside the pocket, there's some embossed paper. There's just various stamps. And inside, there's labels and stickers and dictionary cards. So just fun things to put throughout your journal. And that just tucks there. I do love these tall pages because I feel like there's so much more room to put pictures and write. I did make some ribbon with some of the fabric from the same bundle. And here's some more little tags. So there's a lot of stitching on things. This one just has a paper clip holding it closed. Another little tuck spot. And this is just a little butterfly that I just put some, am I in frame? I think so. I just put some glue here and here and made a little tuck spot for that. This is a top tuck, and this is also using the fabric from the kit. Not kit. It's not a kit. It's a fabric bundle. So I bought the panels that the flowers came on. I mean, this is what the panels look like. And there were 6 of them. So I have 3 more to make more journals with. And then I added those on it. But it also I also bought like the little squares. I think they're 3x3 squares, and they had all the different fabrics from the designer, little samples of them, and I used those throughout for the like different things I put in. Here's some more cluster of things that you could use throughout. 2 more little tags in a music sheet. These were my favorite. So I took some of the fabric and put it on a card so that I can, keep it structured. And I cut out a couple little pieces with my pinking shears. And I love the way those came out, those 2 little pockets. This is also some of the fabric. Both of these are from the same fabric bundle. Here's from the fabric. I did put some vintage ephemera in here. So this is something I picked up at, I can't see the year on this, but, oh, here, 1944. And it's just a, I guess it's an insurance. It keeps track of when you pay your insurance. It's like a little vintage booklet that I stuck in there. And it's also a library card and a little postcard on this side tuck. This is, I made just like a little cluster, but I folded this over, and it's poetry about nature, and I just thought it would be a fun little fold over because they're really beautiful to read. I read those and I was like, I can't cut this up. So I did a little cluster here and then just put it on there for you to look at and read, or cover up and rip up if you want. And there's just 2 little journal cards. This is just a little tuck spot. And this is the 2nd or 3rd signature. This is the 3rd signature. Little side tuck with a journaling card with lots of Tim Holtz dies on there. This is avocado dyed paper. This is an old book page, an old ledger, little pocket here. And this is a couple of little ephemera pieces that have journaling space on the back. So this is a little flip out, and there's a little pocket behind it with a little journaling card, and there's a journaling card here and another one up top. This is some more vintage ephemera. So this is from an old book page, and this is from a butterfly book, tiny little butterfly book that I have. And I just thought that was appropriate for these insect and flower journals. There's 2 little cards and a tuck. And then that's some decoupage. A little side tuck. had a ball making these. These were so much fun, and I almost can't wait to do the other 3, but they probably won't happen very soon. Another little tuck spot, and this is just a piece of like 6x6 paper that you could journal inside, but I folded it up and decorated the front. Here's another ribbon. This is also from a vintage butterfly book. And this is a little side tuck with a card. And so this, my daughter gave me for Christmas because she knows that I love these things, like all this vintage stuff. And it was a subscription of historical letters from different people. And this is a letter from Abraham Lincoln. And this is a copy of what the letter actually looked like. And this is a description, in case you couldn't read it, they retyped it here. And then this tells you the historical significance. They're really fun. It's called Historical Mail. And I got so many of them over the course of the year that I figured I would share some. And there's a lot of like famous people that wrote letters and that are in there. It's a fun subscription. And this is the back. This was so much fun. The twine just is on a little eyelet, and then I just tucked it under like that. And that's it. So that's the first one. I'm just going to run through this one quick. This one also has one of those little specimen cards and the twine. And I also did, here, let me open it up so you can see the panel. And I just added these to it. So pretty. And I'll just give you a quick look. It has all the same elements. When I did it to one, I did it to the other. Long tag. This is the envelope with all the little tickets and stickers. There's ribbon in all of them. So much fun. This is the poetry that's just clipped on the edge. This is the butterfly tuck, and here's some more journaling cards. This is vintage ephemera that I just put on there, and these are those 2 pockets that I am in love with. The little tags are a little different, but I love the way those came out. There's a ribbon. This is that historical mail. This one is from Edward Pringle. So they're interesting to read. So much fun. And there's a little cluster there. And I loved the papers. They're so fun. This has a bunch of little tickets inside of it. It's just a little piece of vintage trim. I stuck that in there. Avocado dye paper. This is that little flip out. And it has a tag here and a tag in the back. And there's a vintage postcard. And this is the last signature. And this is some more vintage ephemera. A little spot here. This is from that fabric from the one of the little squares from the fabric. There's the fabric top tuck. Has 2 little journal cards in there. And that's the back. So that's the second. That's the sunflower. And that just tucks under. And the third one is a blue, kind of a blue flower. And I tried to match it up, give it some pretty colors. And that just tucks under the twine. And this is what that panel looks like. So pretty. Fabrics are great. So excited about it. This is that little cluster of things you could use throughout your journal. A little tag I made. This is just a little pocket. It has a little vintage tea card in it. This is that long card. This is the side and top pocket. These are just tea cards and journaling cards. This is the one that opens up, and I just folded it up for some secret journaling space. Here's that the Bixby letter. And there's some more little ephemera in there. And there's the ribbon. Little tuck spot here. Mind frame, I hope so. And there's the little side and top tuck. Some journaling cards. Here's another little tag I made. And the blue one, I made blue little pockets, which I think came out so sweet. And I put a little fabric tab to match on both. This one you could flop over if you want. This is the little envelope with the stickers and the labels. And this is actual vintage ephemera. Beautiful handwriting. There's a little journaling card I made. There's another little handmade journaling card. And there's your top tuck with two little journaling spaces. This is the side one with the vintage postcard. And a little spot here for journaling. And this is the one that flips out. There's a pocket in the back, pocket up here, and in the front. So they all have the same elements. There's that little cluster with the guest check. This is the poetry. And here's two little journaling cards I made. This is from those vintage books that are pinned on. And that's the back. So those are the three. And I'm completely in love with them, honestly. I think they came out adorable. Fabrics were so fun. My daughter was saying to me how it's so colorful. And usually I'm doing very muted vintage tones, but so fun. And so I think they came out so beautiful. And I hope you love them too. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you soon. Bye.